It's your boy Gregory Cooper and I'm back with another video, man. Look, if I'm not starting somewhere, I'm not going nowhere. Look! All right, so I just wanted to record this intro real quick. I'm gonna be going back to my roots. I'm gonna be recording a sneaker video. I haven't actually done a sneaker review on this page in about 2 to 3 months, which is crazy because I was doing sneaker reviews back to back for a cool little minute. The last sneaker review that I actually did was a Jordan 4 Cause, but that wasn't necessarily like a traditional sneaker review for me. That was more so, I'm excited that I got these shoes. I'm explaining why I'm excited. I've been wanting this shoe. This has been like my top grail sneaker for a very long time. So it was more so like excitement that I got. I'm not necessarily reviewing the Jordan 4. How do I feel about the Jordan 4? So that's why I was saying going back to my roots. Now the shoe that I'm going to be reviewing, I feel like it's a sneaker that New Balance is heavily pushing. And the reason I say that they're heavily pushing this model, they had just recently did the Jack Harlow 1906R. They just recently did the 1906L, which is like the loafer version of the 1906R. They had the CDG, they had the Action Bronson, and I have this pair. Now these are gonna be the Salehe Bembury 1906R Heat Be Hot. This is gonna be the Magma pair. And again, I've showcased these on YouTube Shorts, TikTok. I've also taken, pictures of these shoes. Just a really crazy sneaker. This is a well-executed collab. Like if you're trying to push a silhouette, this is how you do it. Like the creativity like on this shoe is just so crazy to me. Again, this is the first time that I've ever owned a pair of 1906Rs. So just like you're watching this video, this is gonna be my first time encountering this silhouette. So again, I just wanted to record the intro, just to let you know what sneaker I'm gonna be talking about, but I'm gonna be rocking these for like 4 to 5 days, going to the gym, running casual errands, going out and just seeing how I feel about this shoe after wearing it for multiple hours. But yeah, I'll come back in a week with my thoughts and opinions on the 1906R.
I should have put you somewhere where no one can find you. Mansion out in sticks with nothing around you. Katy, Texas, Dallas, Texas, a different environment. Cause you got desires. I know. Cause you got desires. I know. Cause you got desires. You got that fire, and I'm not a liar. You had me down on my delivery, they had to talk aside. I'm in that 80 and one of them, so this is different fire. I try to pay all your loans off and got me to drive. I had to stand you close to the city, you acting in front of living this life. I should have moved your way too close before I caught you all this hype. You wanna be my number one, and I ain't gonna man.
All right, I'm doing way too much. But this is gonna be the review portion of the 1906R. This is gonna be the Salehe Bembury Heat Be Hot. This is gonna be the Magma pair. Now he also dropped another pair, which was gonna be the metallic silver with the orange and the yellow hits. Personally, I feel like this shoe was a little bit better. I feel like it took a little bit more to bring these colors to life and really make them blend well. And I just feel like this blue in general is just like a really standout blue. It almost reminds me of like I think it's like the color is like cyan blue, sand blue. I don't know what it is, but that blue on this shoe stands out so much. I think that is the most standout piece on this shoe. But again, just overall, I think the way that they brought all these colors together, the red, the blue, and the purple, I think it's just dope. And I think that's why this pair stands out to me more compared to the other one. And like I mentioned earlier, they're really pushing this model. Not only just the 1906R, because they have the Jack Harlow, they have the CDG pairs, and they're just doing a bunch of GRs with these, but they also did the 1906L, which is the loafer version of this shoe, which was really dope, really unique. I definitely plan on getting a pair of these shoes. I know the CDG pairs are dropping soon. I just want to see what other colorways they have before I really set eyes on just getting a pair. And I also just saw they announced they're doing a 1906, I forget what letter they're using, I'll just add it here, but they're just overall, this 1906 model type is getting pushed heavily. Like I said earlier, I thought it was just a 1906R, but I think the 1906L and the other pair that they're dropping, I think they're just gonna continue to push this model. So I think it's gonna be a good time to interject this video just because I feel like they're gonna all kind of fit within the same space of like sizing, and comfortability. And like always, I try to make these reviews for people who currently have these in their cart, whether it be the Salehe pair or whether it be another pair of 1906Rs. I try to make these reviews for people who currently have these in their cart and they're just looking for that push to get them whether they should or they shouldn't buy it. So without further ado, let's get into the review. Let's talk about comfortability. I feel like comfortability is always the main focal point when people are buying shoes. Are these shoes comfortable? Can I stand in these shoes for a long period of time? Can I run in these shoes? Can I go do activities in these shoes without any pain? And let me just say this. These shoes are in my top 3 most comfortable sneakers in my closet. And let me show you what number 1 is. The 2002R Salehe Water Be The Guys, without a shadow of a doubt, are definitely the most comfortable sneakers in my closet. No argument at all. I've had these since 2021. These have held up extremely well. And these have been my number 1 for a very long time. So if you look at the time period, 2021, 2022, 2023, and 2024, I should have already owned a sneaker that would rival the comfortability of the shoe. And I haven't up until now. 1906R is so comfortable, bro. Again, I've ran errands in these, going to the gym in these. I've done leg day. I've hopped on the treadmill. I've done the bike. I've done leg press, jump rope. Just regular everyday activities. Like, I've done so much in these shoes. I legit did not wear another shoe within a span of 6 to 7 days. Like, it was solely these for 6 to 7 days. And I promise you, I never at any point wanted to take these shoes off. They were extremely comfortable. I never reached a point, because I feel like with a lot of my sneakers, I reach a point, whether it be within the 6-hour mark or 7-hour mark, where I'm like, I should probably take these off. These are very, like, not even uncomfortable, like, but I feel like everybody reaches a point where, like, a sneaker just, like, you just want to take them off. You just want to kick them off and just be chilling. But I feel like I never reached that point with these shoes. And I think there's 2 major reasons on why. Again, this is going to be New Balance tech, but again, their energy is basically like a shock absorption thing. So again, like when I was doing jump rope or like I was doing leg press or I was doing other activities, it never necessarily felt like I was making impact with the ground. Like, it really felt like, and I hate the analogy of it, but like, I feel like I was stepping on clouds. But I feel like that's like overdoing it. Like, they're not that comfortable. Like, they're still shoes, but I definitely noticed a difference from other sneakers that I have versus these. And I feel like these, I really do feel like I'm either like stepping like on pillows, or I feel like I'm stepping on, you know, a really soft material. It never felt like I was making impact with the ground and I could feel it, or I was making impact, you know, with, you know, when I was squatting. Like, it just felt great. And I feel like these shoes are really comfortable. And I think that shock absorption is really playing a factor in these shoes. Just like in my 2002Rs, they have the same tech. And I feel like that's why these shoes are so comfortable, because they have that shock absorption aspect. And then the second thing, both shoes have the Cork Insole. And I feel like more people should hop on the bandwagon of using Cork Insoles, bro. Like, more people should do it. This is gonna be the Water Be The Guy pair again. I've had these shoes since 2021. They also have a little bit of a different tech. They have these holes in it, kind of increasing airflow in the shoe. So again, it helps her odor. I feel like the overall insole is really soft itself. And again, it feels good. Like, I definitely noticed the difference from when I'm wearing like a Cork insole versus like the standard cotton or like whatever the material may be. I just feel like there is a difference. And I feel like the Cork insole is what's adding to the overall comfortability of the shoe. So again, take that information for what you will. The comfort on this shoe, if it's 1 out of 5, bro, it's definitely like a 4.5 out of 5. Like, it's an extremely comfortable shoe. So if this was like the point of contention where you're like, I don't know if I want this shoe or not, let me tell you, these shoes are dead comfortable, absolutely comfortable. There is nothing, I haven't had a single complaint in these shoes since I started putting them on. So again, if that was where you was like, I'm half in and I'm half out, I'm telling you, bro, these shoes are comfortable. Before moving on to the next thing, I do want to add 2 things that I just do not like about these shoes. Again, it's going to be very subjective to me. So somebody may love this, but me personally, I do not like this. And I do just want to talk about it just because I am talking about the sneaker overall. All right, so number 1 is going to be the lacing system. Now, again, this is very subjective. I feel like this is a me thing, but the lacing system on this shoe, and it's not the entirety of it, but it's going to be these 2 key points right here. I really don't like that because I am somebody that likes the very traditional lacing system where, you know, you go boom, 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 and you just lace them like basically like a Jordan 1 or like a, you know, a mini sneakers, Adidas Samba, other New Balance silhouettes. Like it is like the standard lacing system. I feel like it gives you room to add creativity to it. And also if you're somebody that's like really just like specific of how you want your laces, I feel like it's easier to adjust them how you want them with the traditional lacing system. But with these, I feel like if they were going to take this route with this sneaker, they should have did like rope lacing, because I feel like there's no way to kind of lay them flat here. There's no way to kind of have them all look like this or have them be consistent through because of this one part right here. So I just wish that one thing was not there, just because I do like doing things with my laces, like how I doubled up the laces here with this pair and I have like the double bow on both sides. I just feel like I'm kind of just limited with the lacing system on this. But it's not really a big call out. Again, that's like a very niche, very specific thing that I like. So again, some people may love it. I necessarily did not like that. I just, it would be so much better if that was not there. And also, I feel like we also could have got another lace. Like, I feel like a lot of shoes, especially Salehe's, like the Water Be the Guides, the orange pair, and then like that pink salmon pair, like it came with like 2-3 additional lacing. Like I almost would have been interested in what other laces they would have added with this, kind of add like a color pop, or, you know, swap it to one pair has one pair of laces, the other pair doesn't. Like, I don't know. I don't know. That's something that I noticed with that. But again, the lacing system on this, again, some people may be a fan of it. I'm just very traditional with the way I like to lace my shoes. And I feel like doing it this way all the way up would have just looked a little bit cleaner in my opinion. But again, I'm just Greg. Now, again, the second thing that I'm going to mention is going to be very niche and very specific. So again, some people may love it. Me personally, I just don't like it as much. And it's going to be attached to the same thing, but it's going to be the way that this end is put on this, the way the end is put on the shoe, like the way that this material kind of bends and flops. I can just see that becoming an issue. And since that is attached to this piece, I feel like, you know, let's say if I get caught snagged on something and this part rips off, I feel like that is going to be a detriment to the lacing system, although I haven't experienced it. Again, I just see it and I'm like, I can see where that could go wrong. I am accident prone. So I can see me trying to, you know, cross something and it gets caught on something and then like it rips, and now the lacing system is kind of messed up, or it can no longer go back to what it previously was. But again, very niche, something that I just noticed, because like if this pops off, now it's kind of just, it would kind of just dangle, and I don't know how you would necessarily fix that. But again, something very niche, very specific, something that's subjective. I know some people may love it. Again, they're selling the shoe at a high rate, so it's not that big of an issue. But again, just something that I personally did not like and I wish was not there. But let's move on to the next piece. Next, let's talk about sizing. Now, these fit exactly how they should. So I'm a 9.5 in most of my sneakers, and especially in most of New Balances, I am a true 9.5. Some other sneaker companies, I may fluctuate, but 9.5 seems to be what I am across the board when it comes to New Balance. So 2002 R, 9.5. 990 V3, 9.5. 1906 R, 9.5. So again, I would say if you have other New Balance silhouettes, take whatever size you got in that New Balance, and it should work out perfectly fine. I think these are very true to size. So again, take that information for what you will. I know some people may have a wider foot, and I also know some people may have a more narrow foot. So again, take that information for what you will, but I think these shoes are true to size. All right, let's talk about styling. Now, if you've been on my channel since the beginning of the year, you will know that I started completely over with my closet. I no longer like what my closet looked like at the end of the year last year. And I was like, I just want to do a complete refresh. So I sold a bunch of stuff, got rid of a bunch of stuff, and then I just started over. So you can imagine starting over in January, you know, we're nearing towards the end of the year. how hard it would be to style a shoe like this that has multiple colors. You know, it's a lot going on the sneaker. So I can for certainly say, with a lot of sneakers that I've done already on this year, like I don't necessarily have an outfit for every single sneaker that I have. But I think these, as unique as they are, I'm probably gonna keep it simple on the tops and the bottoms, just because like these shoes are a standout piece. So if I rock anything, I'm probably gonna keep it simple up top and then let the shoes do the talking, and probably pair it with a dope hat, just because these shoes are loud. Like, I just keep it real. They're a very loud sneaker, and I think that the best way to handle it, just like how I like to dress, is to play it cool up top and let the shoes do the talking, and then pair it with a crazy hat. I think that's just how I'm gonna rock it. But I did style these with, you know, slimmer pants, shorts, baggy pants, baggy sweats, slimmer sweats, just to see like how I like what they look like. And I just don't think this type of shoe, again, my personal take, I just don't think this type of shoe, the silhouette of the shoe, is for me to wear something slim. Like when I rocked it with some slim sweatpants or some slim pants, I just feel like the shoe was too big. It's definitely like a wider model than other New Balance silhouettes, but it just doesn't look right to me. I feel like I'm almost like teeter-tottering, like slim up top and big on the bottom just doesn't look good to me. So when I paired it with like a baggy pair of sweats or some baggy cargos, it just kind of like, I don't know, it just made sense to me. But again, y'all know me, I'm an advocate for baggy. Like that's always gonna be the case. So me not liking how it looks with slimmer pants kind of just makes sense. But I think they're also really dope with shorts, which I'm really surprised because I do not like shorts. I think I have chicken legs. So the fact that I actually like the way these look with shorts is gonna be really good, because again, it gives me the option to rock these in the fall and winter, but then also rock them in the spring and summer, especially during the spring and summer when, like, you know, the color pops are really going. People are really taking it there with the fashion, I feel like, in summer, spring. So basically, I think I'm just gonna continue to go forward rocking these with the baggy sweats, the baggy pants, and the baggy shorts, but also just regular shorts as well. I think these could just fit in that category of just shorts and baggy pants. For me are just the way I'm gonna continue to rock these. But again, I know somebody out there can pull out a dope fit with some slim pants, no issue. And to sum it all up, these are just like my last thoughts of the 1906R. I am actually very surprised at how comfortable these sneakers were. Again, being in the gym actively, running errands, long car rides, like, again, I never had an issue with these shoes at any point in 7 days. I think that speaks volumes to how good this shoe is. Again, I want everyone to keep in mind, not all 1906Rs are made with the Cork Insole. I know the other ones have like the typical New Balance insole, so I don't know how those would play out. But again, my experience with the Salehe Heat Be Hot Magma pair, 10 out of 10 experience. They are absolutely amazing. So the 1906R, very comfortable. Again, if you get like a simpler style, I'm sure it can get paired with a lot of things. Again, this colorway just being as standoutish as it is, I'm probably gonna run into some issues. But again, I like sneakers like this. I like the fact that they're able to pull together these colors and make it work like this. Oh, what is that? Wait, I almost forgot to mention this. And I feel like it's becoming a lost art with sneakers, and especially sneaker collabs. You gotta appreciate when they go the extra mile and drop a dope box with the shoe. It may be a small detail. I know people don't rock sneakers on they don't rock the sneaker box on their feet, but I feel like it just always shows, you know, how much work went into the sneaker, how much they actually care about sneakers. I just like a really dope box. Like when you can notice a box and it stands out amongst, you know, the collection of shoe boxes that you have, I can always admire when people go the extra mile to make the box unique as well. I just want to add that piece. But let me know in the comments, what do you think of the 1906R New Balance silhouette? Is this a shoe that you can see yourself buying? Or if you have a pair, let me know in the comments what has been your experience with the 1906R. But without further ado, like I always do, I'll catch y'all on the next one.
But I love the way you work it. Hey, I love the way you work it for